Hi, hello, namaskar, namaskaram. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Telugu NRI Radio, a global online Telugu radio casted in 90 plus countries. I am your RJ Vindhya, and this program is being technically supported by Dinesh from our Hyderabad studio. An effort to inspire the next generation, especially women, to be brave to traverse the world on a motorbike in a sari. Ramila ji is an inspiration, and hence Telugu Association of Australia would like to congratulate her on her mission and wish her all the best for her next set of travel. Also, thanking Thai for introducing me to Bharat ki beti Ramila ji. Ramila Latpate ji, daughter of Ramkishan Latpate ji and Jyoti Latpate ji, originally from Pune, is a young graduate in psychology, a pilot, and an ambitious Indian woman who embarked her journey as a tourist on bike. Her aim is to travel all the G20 nations on bike and spread Indian culture to the nook and corner of the world. Welcome Ramila ji to Telugu NRI Radio.
Namaskaram, Namaste, Jai Hind, and safe soil to all of you.
Says Namaskaram and
Thank
Jai
you,
Hind.
Vindhya ji.
Thank you, Ramila ji, for this opportunity. It's a great moment for me to talk to you and introducing you to all the Telugu audience of the entire world. And we are really blessed today to have this opportunity to talk to you. So, how are you doing? How is Australia treating you?
So, thank you, Vindhya ji. It is my honor to be reaching to all the audience out there from Telugu NRI Radio, which is a very important part of my journey because riding a motorbike and all of this is a commute, but spreading the message of India and the strength and the unity of India being so diverse is very much necessary. And you all people are supporting Bharat ki beti, the daughter of India, so well that let that be Australia, let that be anywhere. Everyone is treating me with love. So thank you so much.
Yes, we are one nation, whether we are in Australia, USA, any other country, we are one nation and we are Indian after all. And we are proud to have our Beti, the Bharat ki Beti traveling and spreading this message. It's such a proud moment for all of us. And being a woman, that's even more proud for, women like us. And we are really celebrating it through you. So we are one. We are behind you, and you're not alone in this journey. I can definitely say that. So, uh, yeah. So, is Australia the first country as a part of your tour?
No, I have started from India, from Mumbai on 8th of March, that's International Women's Day. And like from Gateway of India, I have been covering almost 10 countries of Southeast Asia. And this is the exact 10th country of my whole journey.
Okay.
And is the second continent which I'm going into. And 20,000 kilometers done till now, 400 plus interviews, and thousands of people who are connected and transformed in their journey. So it's
Wow.
been a huge journey in 100 days now. It's almost been 100 days.
That's
Yeah.
incredible, actually. So, how was your? I mean, 100 days covering Southeast Asia and then coming over to Australia. Like,
Australia. I
yeah.
have covered Australia altogether of 5,000 kilometers from Perth to Sydney and Melbourne.
Oh my
And
God.
meeting people and everything, I just feel that the emotion which gets connected always is that the world is one family or Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and I am always treated as a daughter to anyone. Let that be any nationality. I feel the daughter is the essence of people get connected easily to this ride because you can see there are so many layers in all of this ride,
Mhm.
but
True.
primarily that daughter is what is getting all the love.
Super. That's really fantastic to know. And I just have a question. So you have covered almost entire Southeast Asia. And how did that go? Like, how was your experience, the challenges, and I know you're traveling on bike. How did you transfer that bike and come over to Australia? That's one question that's been eating my mind since yesterday.
So from Singapore, my bike was transferred by an airlift to Perth.
Oh,
I took a flight, of course, and my bike came by airlift. And it's been like dangerous good is what a different category is for courier or parcel of a bike. And
mhm.
it has a lot of procedures. So if anyone wants to go further with knowing that details, they can just connect to me whichever way they can.
Okay.
And I think Southeast Asia and India across, because I have done the riding to Coimbatore to meet my spiritual guru, who is Sadguru Jaggi Vasudev.
Yeah.
So right from south, I have been riding till north and northeast and all of across India. So Southeast Asia, I felt that it's like a sisterly alliance of India itself, because there are
Hmm.
so many different temples. So that's a Buddhist culture dominantly, and Malaysia has a secular way of living. Singapore being the capital of economy, and all of these things are so incredible in a way. And I have seen so many Indians. I have met so many Tamil, Telugu people from South in Singapore, in Malaysia. They might know me. If they are listening to me, they might connect to me that yeah, we have met Ramila on the go.
That would be
So
great. Yeah.
yeah, because I have been into different temples. I feel very happy that the culture being so far away. Also in Australia, also I have been to few temples and all of that places. But being so far away from the motherland, also they have that connect, and they are preserving the culture so well here. I
Hmm.
feel proud about connecting to all of you here in that way.
That's great, and we feel it's a blessing for all of us to connect to you too. And how did this all start? Like the intent to travel across, I mean, do a world tour on bike, and how did this all
So
start?
here I would say that you see that India is all about royalty and richness of culture and richness of brain and knowledge and spirituality and all of it. But
Hmm.
somewhere there is in the rural parts, in the urban cities, everywhere everything is a bit scattered. I just wanted to collect it as a unity, that we all are one. We are all thinking of our nation, our world. We are talking of sustainability through Save Soil. But there was something that was scattered. That was that celebration was lacking. That the silver lining is there
Hmm.
always. Like everything is beautiful. That silver lining was there, and that's, I feel I took it as a responsibility, because I and every Indian has that dream to see India develop now. They are so
True.
prepared with it, and I feel in that way, Save Soil is a part of the movement, because it talks about the global sustainability, and it's a cause or a movement of awareness about what the organic matter of the world and the soil is going away. So
Hmm.
organic matter of soil is so important right now to be addressed. And then the second part comes as a motherland, or as a territory, or a geographical border, that I am a daughter of India. So I want to stay in India. So I just took it like from Narendra Modi's from 15th of August 2022. He
Hmm.
said that it is a mission for 25 years for all of us as an Indian and as a citizen of India.
Hmm.
And I feel that I'm just taking a small responsibility of whatever part I can do, and I'm volunteering my time and my efforts into it in a way that I'm connecting to the brands and enterprises away from India who are from Indian roots and origins.
Wow, that's
So
fantastic. So here two
yeah.
things come up, like after listening to PM Modi ji's speech, and that was your inspiration. So did you get? I know that you got a chance to meet Modi ji. Can you share a few moments with us? How did that happen?
Yes,
And
yes, yes. So it was just like I dropped the mail to the PMO, and it just happened like because I was on a so huge project of 6 continents, woman from India coming and riding in a sari solo, and I am not having any entourage van or any team which follows me.
hmm, hmm,
All the Isha volunteers from Sadhguru's blessings, I have been hosted everywhere around the world, and they take the whole things a bit further, and they get all the connects and all the things. But meeting the prime minister primarily happened for, they gave me an appointment of 8 minutes with the prime minister of India. It was an honor for me, and it was a privilege to be as a common middle class girl from Pune coming and meeting the prime minister in his office. Was so proud moment for every Indian, that yeah, our prime minister is uh, paying attention to something which is so much simple thing, but it was very much needed. And
yes.
then he just said me that Paramatma aapke saath hai, and go for it, and all the blessings are there. So he's saying it on that note that Paramatma aapke saath hai meant me somewhere that, the spirituality or the background of me being into Isha and
Isha
part of
Foundation.
Save Soil.
Yeah.
Yes, Isha Foundation and Save Soil are the, like, I just got grounded more. As a 27 years old girl, I just felt that I need a bit of grounding. And that Narendra Modi ji gave me very well. Like,
Awesome.
it was, yeah. Because as a 20, that, oh, what will be happening in the motherland, and we are not only one country, there are so many countries, so many laws, so many different places,
Yes, yes.
people. Yeah, but he said that Paramatma aapke saath hai, and I really believe in that somewhere this journey is because
Yes,
yeah, it's beautiful.
when the intent is so good, and when the blessings are from such great divine people like Sadhguruji himself, and definitely everything will go smoothly, no matter what the laws of different countries are, and So I would also like to ask more about Isha Foundation and the Save Soil, the intent behind this, and what is Sadhguruji's
Yes.
intent, and
So I would say that when we 95% of our food or whatever necessities are there, we grow it from soil.
Mhm.
And now the organic matter of soil is getting depleted so extensively that in the my grandmother's age, if they used to eat one orange and they used to get that nutrients, now we have to eat 8 oranges to get the same.
Mhm.
And I feel that I will not go into figures and lot of facts and figures, because I will say everyone that just once, go to savesoil.org, visit the
Mhm.
website and
Okay.
explore a bit. And what we are doing is we are trying to make policies through the governments, because if it will be solid foundation, and when it will be very much coming from the government and the policies, that will get a good pace for not letting the soil deplete and get the enough nourishment in a certain ways. But for
Mhm.
that, what everyone can do is write to their government officials. So, they can just drop letters or drop mails or drop all the thoughts and ideas after exploring savesoil.org, what they feel about this whole cause. This
Mhm.
movement is about raising the voice. So,
Right.
yes, of
Okay.
course, it's like very important, and it's a necessity of the generation, and it's a responsibility of this generation, because no soil and no food is very much the evident thing happening.
That's a very dangerous thing also happening.
Yes, very
Yeah.
dangerous.
Yeah. So I'll just brief this part in Telugu for my audience in Telugu who
Yes,
can't understand English, because this is such an important mission you're on. So I would like to take a few moments here and talk about Save Soil. So
sure.
యా ఇప్పుడు ఈ ఇంటర్వ్యూ వింటున్న వాళ్ళందరికీ నేను ఒకసారి తెలుగులో చెప్తున్నాను ఏంటంటే, రమీలా గారు భారతదేశం నుంచి మొదలు పెట్టారు. అలా సింగపూర్ తర్వాత మిగతా కంట్రీస్ అన్ని కూడా తిరిగారు బండి మీద శారీలో. ఎందుకు అంటే మన సద్గురు గారు మొదలుపెట్టిన ఈషా ఫౌండేషన్ వాళ్ళు మొదలుపెట్టిన సేవ్ సాయిల్, అంటే మన మట్టి యొక్క నాణ్యత తగ్గిపోతోంది ఈ మధ్యలో అని చెప్పేసి, మనకి పండే పంటల్లో కూడా అంతకుముందు ఉండే పోషక విలువలు లేకుండా ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం తగ్గుతున్నాయి. సో మనము మన భూమాతని కాపాడుకోవాలి, ఈ మట్టిలో ఉన్న నాణ్యతని కాపాడుకోవాలి అని చెప్పేసి అందరిలో అవేర్నెస్ అందరికీ తెలియచేయడానికి ఈవిడ ఇలా మొదలుపెట్టారనమాట. సో చక్కగా మన భారతీయ సంస్కృతిని అందరికీ నలుమూలలా తెలియజేసేలా ఒక సింపుల్‌గా చీర కట్టుకొని చక్కగా ఒక బండి మీద మొత్తం ప్రపంచ నలుమూలలా తిరుగుతూ అందరికీ ఈ మట్టి యొక్క ప్రాముఖ్యాన్ని అసలు మనం ఎలా కాపాడుకోవాలని తెలియజేస్తున్నారు. సో నేను మధ్య మధ్యలో తెలుగులో చెప్తుంటాను. ఇదంతా ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో ఉంటుంది. సో వింటున్న వాళ్ళు భయపడకండి. మీకేమైనా ప్రశ్నలున్నా మీరు తెలుగులో అడగొచ్చు, పంపించొచ్చు. తప్పకుండా నేను ఆవిడకి ఇంగ్లీష్‌లో ట్రాన్స్‌లేట్ చేసి వినిపిస్తాను. సో యప్. So let's continue with our interview. I just wanted to take a few moments
Yes,
here because this is such an important mission, the Save Soil. So I wanted to tell my audience,
sure.
the importance of this. So yeah, okay. And
Sure.
going back to your childhood, like when we grow brought up, the situations around us will definitely form a foundation for our personalities, and having that interest in spirituality and getting anchored into spiritual ways, it's definitely has to do something with your parenting, your childhood. Would you like to talk more about your childhood and the values and courage your parents have
Yes,
instilled in you?
sure. Sure. So I think that the roots of all of this, my project or whatever I have taken the step forward, comes from my childhood, because my mother used to keep me, like she used to teach me about meditation, and she never taught me in specific like how it goes. She used to just make me sit closing my eyes. It used to be so much of a torture as a kid that what is she trying to do? But at the age of 5 itself, she started putting me to sit in one place, closing my eyes. Then, in the beginning, for like some time, I remember that I used to sleep. I used to get irritated. Then, slowly, I got a habit of sitting for 20 minutes without moving. Then I got it like half an hour. And then I started exploring the journey that it's beautiful.
Yes.
And I feel that the most three important things which I feel that everyone should know is, first is that start waking up at 4 o'clock. It is such a beautiful strength that anyone can get through this, is that waking up at 4 o'clock is what my mom always taught me. And from my father, which I got, is always in the weekends, he used to take us outdoor to travel. He never let
Okay.
us sit in the city for our weekends, and so we were not much connected into the what we say, like the TVs or computers or
Gadgets.
virtual
Yeah.
world. Yeah, all
Yes.
the gadgets were not much of our interest. We started building up the interest very early age into traveling. And the three important things are: wake up at 4, meditate for 15 minutes, and third is learn your work language. In whichever place you're going to work, start learning your work language very early. I will not say that make it in English or make anything it, because mother language can be learned in somewhere like in our motherland or in your home itself. But work language is something that should be a priority to everybody. And for me, work language was English, so I learned English in a very early age and made that globalization ideology with me, with because of my mother and my father. For sure, these are the 4 5 things which are from my childhood as a blessing to me.
That's fantastic. And, I believe that, sometimes some things are instilled by our parents, that courage, that spirituality, those
Yes, the
take us
moral
a long
values,
way.
Akka, because
Yeah.
moral values are something that means if I'm traveling, everything is uncertain. But my moral values are with me, which my mother and my father somewhere right from my childhood gave me in a way that as a beautiful upbringing, and I treasure it for my lifetime. That be respectful to people, be kind, be nice. These are all the basic, simple moral values which every parent teach, and I feel my mother and my father have given that freedom as the support,
That's
because
fantastic.
anything is uncertain. Yes. So these are the things which I am always honored to get and receive from my parents.
That's awesome. Also, we have a caller here, and I'll just receive the call and talk to him. Namaste, Virendra garu. Ela unnaru?
మేడం గారు నమస్తే అండి. ఆ మేడం గారి పేరు నాకు తెలీదు. మీరు
Ramila
నేను
garu. Yeah, చెప్పండి.
ఎవరండి?
మీకేమైనా ప్రశ్న
రమీలా
ఉందా?
గారా?
రమీలా
రమీలా
గారు
గారా?
ఏం చేస్తారు? రమీలా
రమీలా.
గారు మహారాష్ట్ర పూణేలో
నమస్కారం.
పూణేలో జన్మించారు.
నమస్తే
అండ్
అండి.
ఆవిడ ఇప్పుడు వరల్డ్ టూర్ లో ఉన్నారు బైక్ పైన. వింటున్నారా ఇంటర్వ్యూ?
వింటున్నాను. వినే నేను ఫోన్ చేశాను. ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ గా చక్కగా భలే చేస్తున్నారని చెప్పి నాకు చాలా ఆనందం వేసింది. ఆవిడ అంటే ఆవిడ మీరు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి. ఆవిడ చేస్తున్నటువంటి ఈ కార్యక్రమం ఎలా ఉందంటే, మేమందరం ఏంటంటే మురికి పట్టిపోయి పొల్యూషన్ చేసినటువంటి ఆ మట్టిలో ఉన్నాం. ఆ వాకిన్కి వచ్చి మమ్మల్ని కడిగితే ఎంతైతే క్లీన్ అవుతున్నామో, ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ వింటే మాకు భూమికి అంత సేవ చేస్తున్న ఆవిడని చూసి అది గుర్తొచ్చింది నాకు.
Yeah, తప్పకుండా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. So Ramila ji, he's saying you're such an inspiration, and when we are like toiling in dirt, and you're taking up such a beautiful initiative and cleaning up all of us, with such a fantastic initiative. Yeah. So
Thank you, Anna, so much. It's not about being dirty, but you all people, if anything I miss from India right now is the dust of India, the soil of India, because it's so much divine that there have
yes,
been so many great leaders and great inspiration, and that's our real strength. Like the soil, the mitti of our India itself is our learning and
yeah,
upbringing. So I am
totally true.
proud of being an Bharatiya. It's very much pride.
Yes, totally
But I
true.
flaunt
And
it very proudly. If you can see everywhere, I'm just in a sari flaunting everything very proudly.
that's another amazing thing. Like I was amazed considering all the weather conditions. Like in Australia, as of now, it's winter. So I'll just translate it to Virendra ji. And thank you, Virendra garu.
Yes, yes.
మేడం
Make,
మేడం
yeah, చెప్పండి.
అసలు నేను జస్ట్ కాంప్లిమెంట్ ఇచ్చాను. నేను చెప్పాలనుకున్న 2-3 పాయింట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, చెప్తానండి. ఇప్పుడు
తప్పకుండా అండి.
భూమిని కాపాడుకోవాలి అంటే నేను ఇండైరెక్ట్ గా చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, ఇలా డైరెక్ట్ గా నేను చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే, ముందు మనం ఆ ఫ్యూయల్ ఉంది కదా, మన పెట్రోల్ ఇలాంటి కార్బన్ కి సంబంధించిన ఐటమ్స్ ని మనం ఫైర్ చేయకుండా, కార్బన్ క్రియేట్ అవ్వకుండా ఉంటే భూమి పైన
I got it. I got it.
Okay.
అది
Yes, I will answer
ఎప్పుడైతే
you, Virendra Anna.
ఆ,
Actually, the carbon emission is 10,000 kgs, which is happening. And in India, in Pune, in Lavasa, there is a place. So I am planning to plant 1,000 trees on neutralizing whatever the carbon emission has happened. And I don't talk about it loudly, like on the cameras, that, I have done this much, because I feel that 1,000 trees are something is my responsibility to just neutralize the carbon emission. But from your side, as my Anna, I will say that you can just, go to work from home or plant 4 more trees for your sister. And that's how we can build sustainable family development from our side, I think.
Yeah, super. Yeah, thank you, Ramila ji. Yeah, Virendra garu, second.
అలాగే మనం చేయకుండా ఎందుకంటే అది పంటలు పండడానికి కార్బన్ విపరీతమైనటువంటి పాత్ర పోషిస్తుంది. ఎందుకంటే వాటర్ పడగానే మొక్క మొదలకి ఎక్కడున్నా సరే, ఏ ఏరియాలో ఏ రోడ్డు మీద కురిసినా అది నదిలోనో ఎందులోనో కలిసి మళ్ళీ మొక్కలు పండేటువంటి సాగునీటికి అది చేరిపోయి మొక్క ఎదగకుండా చేసేస్తుంది. ఎదగకుండా చేస్తే దిగుబడి తగ్గిపోతుంది. అది మనం క్లీన్ చేయడానికి అవ్వట్లేదు, ఎందుకంటే అది తెట్టులాగా వచ్చి పైకి వెళ్ళిపోతా ఉంటది. మీరు ఎవరైనా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే రోడ్డు మీద వర్షం పడిన వెంటనే మనకి రకరకాల రంగుల్లో వెళ్తా ఉంటాయి. ఆ డీజిల్ కానీ పెట్రోల్ కానీ ఇదన్నీ కరిగి అంతా కూడా మొక్క ఎదుగుదలకు కానీ దీనికి ఇబ్బంది పెడుతుంది. అంటే ఫ్యూయల్ ఎఫెక్ట్. రెండోది సాయిల్ కాపాడుకోవాలంటే 100% మొక్కలు పెంచడం తప్ప మరో మార్గం అయితే కనబడలేదు.
రైట్, ఓకే, సూపర్.
చెప్పండి.
తప్పకుండా చెప్తాను. థ్యాంక్ యూ వీరేంద్ర గారు.
మేడం గారు చెప్పింది. కాదు, ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే మన సంస్కృతి సాంప్రదాయాన్ని కూడా ఆవిడ ప్రచారం చేస్తున్నట్టు, ఆ మెయిన్ ఉద్దేశంతో పాటు దీన్ని కూడా ఆవిడ గ్లోబలైజేషన్ ప్రకారంగా ఇందిరాగాంధీ గారి లెవెల్ ఆవిడ కూడా చీర కట్టుకునేది చేశారు. ఏ కార్యక్రమం చేశారు, చీరకు వాల్యూ ఇందిరా తీసుకొచ్చారు. ఇందిరాతో ఈక్వల్ అని నేను చెప్తున్నాను. ఆవిడకి అప్రిషియేట్ చేస్తూ సూపర్ సపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్నా అండి. జై హింద్ చెప్తున్నాను మేడం.
సో మీరు కూడా 1-2 మొక్కలు మీ తరపున పెంచండి అని చెప్తున్నారు.
నేను పెంచిన మొక్కలు మీరు చూసారు, నా దగ్గర చెప్పండి. నేను రకరకాల మొక్కలు పెంచుకునే ఉన్నాను ఇప్పుడు.
తప్పకుండా అండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ వీరేంద్ర గారు. సో Ramila ji, so what is, thank you Virendra garu. So what he was saying was, like, sometimes the carbon from the fuel is getting mixed up with water, and then it it doesn't mix with water, it just floats on the water, and then that's what, when it goes to plant, hinders the plant. So with 100% effort would be 100% result would be given only by growing trees, and he was really appreciating your intent. And especially like when he sees you going on with the sari, like he's remembered of Indira Gandhi, like how she spread the the power of India through her ways, and just by being in sari and showing the simplicity.
Yes, and I feel, Akka, that in India every woman is empowered, and around the world I am seeing so many empowered women that in being themselves only they are so much courageous, because as a woman we are into so many roles, and so many people demand from us emotionally, mentally, and we stand strong, and the resilience of a woman is graceful, because she has built that resilience somewhere so beautifully that like I am just spreading that one part. There are so many beautiful daughters of India and around the world that they are spreading so much liveliness, happiness, and joy around the world, I feel.
True.
So thank you to, because, everyone can, there can be now so many points that are there when this big project is happening, and I am always alone. Like I always feel that when I'm riding alone, that time there is no much of team or anything that I can get connected to. So somewhere I feel that you all people make me strengthen enough to make my voice at least reach to the people. So thank you,
Definitely.
Vindhyaka, so
Yeah.
much.
Don't ever feel that you're alone. We are all behind you. We are all supporting you, and we are proud that, I agree with you when you say women have resilience, and every woman shows some part of it in her daily routine or whatever, in whatever she faces. But then you're taking it out there and spreading the value of an Indian woman to the entire world, and we feel really proud of it. And we all represent you. We all are behind you. So we feel really proud of it. Yeah, and when
Thank
you
you.
started off something like this, I'm sure you would have got some resistance. There are people who would say you're a girl, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. I'm sure.
Of
That
course, we are a country where a bit of conservation and care comes out, Akka, because
yes, yes,
we are treasured and pampered as a girl so much that nobody wants that anything should come that is not so good for us, and we be that. And there was some concern about how you're doing this, why you're doing this, and what made you do this. But I feel that this journey is about celebration of Bharat. This is a journey of celebration of our sustainable and international family, which we are so away but still connected. That interconnectedness makes this journey possible with so much of effortlessness, because putting an effort for self exploration is one part, but taking purpose and cause with me and making it look like a project. Because next year on 8th of March 2024, Mahashivratri, I'm
mhm.
culminating my ride back in India, covering 6 continents. So I feel that that resistance was somewhere faded off once I was standing and believing in myself.
Right. That's
Yes.
more important. When you show that belief and when you can convince them, nothing can stop them or you. Yeah, but what an important
Yes.
thing, you just reminded us, like, it's not just Women's Day, but it's also Mahashivratri, showing the cultural importance of, Indian spirituality. What a day to culminate, I mean, to end your, in like, that precious embarkment,
Yes.
the journey of yours. That's fantastic. Okay, and I'm sure there would also have been people who would have encouraged you, your initiative, and said, like, whatever it is, yes, go ahead, you can do it. So I just want to know those few people behind you. I know, and as of now, many people, they have seen you do half of the journey, so they would be like, yes, you can do it. But when you started off, like when you started your journey, I just want to know who are those few people who believed in you, irrespective of what, um,
I
and
feel I would like to mention the first ever person which is coming right now in my heart is my brother, whose name is Runal, and
okay.
he's a 24 years old youngster, and he's younger to me, but he's so much mature, and he's a true enabler for my journey. Because in a family there are so many things that my father's age is right now 63, my mother is almost 53, and all of these circumstances that at a 27 years old there are so many questions like
Mhm.
marriage, career, and all of it. But he was the first one that he was like, do whatever you're feeling in your heart. So if
Right,
your
right.
heart is saying that you want to do this, just do this, because that's your calling. And how much ever anyone can resist, but when you have started that believing in your own self, this strength from your
Own
next
fun.
generation looks like, yeah. And that next generation is very important. Like 24 years old, he's younger than me, but he still understood that Akka wants to do this and it's so important for her. So I think that really
Ramila,
thank, and he's my
sorry, you're breaking out.
and
I mean, just now it
to
started
go
off.
away for.
Yep.
Uh,
Okay.
okay, am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, it's better now. Yes.
Yes. So actually, that was a second one, or second person, or my second were my parents. Like both of them have equally been a part of this journey, because first news was broken out to my brother, and then it was to parents, of course, that your crazy girl is again starting something crazy. And
Yeah.
finally, I feel Sadhguru and Narendra Modi ji,
Yes.
Prasad Nagarkar, and so Chief Minister of Maharashtra. There have been, Akka, there is no one name. Even you right now and the brother there is journey
Yes, yes. Of course, now we know that, you have done, like, you're done with Southeast Asia and you have done most of the Australia. Like, now we
All
supporting
the
you
volunteers,
is,
Akka, and all the
yeah,
consulates, all the people.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And thank you really to all the volunteers also, Isha volunteers and everybody for supporting you in
Yes,
such a
yes, because
great
they
way.
host me like a daughter and they welcome me in the family and at home. I have never stayed in a hotel as such because always there are Isha volunteer across the world who are, welcoming me and hosting me and taking care of me like a daughter. Because when I come through a bike ride, I'm so exhausted. I really need a help and I really need that time where I can eat good food. So there are so many ammas and there are so many appas of me who are around the world who have just taken care of me like a daughter
That's
and pampered me.
That's
So
awesome. And when
yes.
you talk about the bike, the tiredness that you get out of it,
Yes.
why did you choose a bike and what are the safety measures you take? Like,
So, Akka, what is the problem right now in India? We say that there are 70% youth, and out of there are 30% youth out of the total population of India, and out of it, 70% of the youth is from rural India. And
mhm,
when we talk about rural India, the main profession still somewhere in India is agriculture. And
true.
I wanted to build that cost effectiveness of this blueprint which I'm making. Like, if any rural person away from the urban information has to do this ride or reach to one country for some of the research or anything that they please, I have a friend, they can just connect to me for the further information somewhere, because I'm making that blueprint very cost effective for Indian rupees. Because as we are Indians, we know that in 1 rupee of India is, 55
Yes,
rupees of Australia. India is
yes, yes. 55
$1
rupees
of
of,
Australia. And when
yeah.
I'll go to, yeah, so the
Uh,
loop and show the way,
s-
I have to go through the way and try and test it somewhere.
so, yes. So,
So
to all the
that
people who
was
are,
the intent of it.
that's fantastic. To all the people who are listening out there, అందరూ అంటే ఐ జస్ట్ టెల్ ఇట్ అవుట్ ఇన్ తెలుగు. ఇది
Yes, yes,
ఆవిడ
yes.
బైక్ మీద ఎందుకు ట్రావెల్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఎందుకు వెళ్తున్నారు అనే దానికి చెప్తున్నారు నేను అడిగిన దానికి. అంటే ఇప్పుడు చాలా మంది మనకి గ్రామాల్లో ఉన్నవాళ్ళు బైక్‌ని ఈజీగా అఫోర్డ్ చేయగలరు కార్ కంటే కూడా. ఒకవేళ మన రైతులే కనుక ఇలాంటి ఏదైనా ఇనిషియేటివ్ తీసుకోవాలన్నా మనం అంటే పక్క పొరుగు దేశాల్లో జరుగుతున్న ఎలాంటి అగ్రికల్చరల్ అంటే ఇప్పుడు వ్యవసాయ పరంగా వాళ్ళకి ఏమేమవుతున్నాయి, వాళ్ళకి ఎలాంటి నాణ్యతలు పెంచుకునే విధంగా ఎలా ఉంది, లేదా ఇలాంటివేమైనా తెలియచెప్పాలన్నా కూడా ఒక పల్లెటూరు నుంచి వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఇది ఒక బైక్ లాగా తీసుకొని, అంటే ఒక బైక్‌లో వెళ్ళడం కానీ, ఒక బండిలో వెళ్ళి ఇలా చేయడం అనేది చాలా ఆసానంగా ఉంటుంది. చాలా సింపుల్ అవుతుంది అని చెప్పేసి చెప్తున్నారు. అందుకనే అంటే నేను అడిగిన ప్రశ్నకి ఇలా సమాధానం చెప్పారనమాట. లైక్ అంటే మనం అంటే మీరెందుకు బైక్ చూసుకోవడం జరిగింది? ఇప్పుడు ఇంత బైక్‌లో వెళ్ళడం అనేది అంత మామూలు విషయం కాదు గదా! చాలా స్ట్రెయిన్ ఉంటుంది. కార్‌లో లాగా హ్యాపీగా ఏసీలో యేసుకొని వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు కదా! అంటే ఎక్కడికక్కడ కార్ హైర్ చేసుకొని ఏసీలో వెళ్ళిపోవచ్చు కదా! అంటే ఆవిడేమన్నారంటే, "నేను చేస్తున్నాను కొంతమందికి మార్గం చూపిస్తున్నాను. నెక్స్ట్ ఎవరైనా చేయాలనుకుంటే వాళ్ళు కూడా ఇలా ఇంత ఈజీగా అంటే వాళ్ళెవరైనా చేయాలనుకున్న వాళ్ళు ఆవిడని అప్రోచ్ అవ్వచ్చు. ఆవిడ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళొచ్చు. ఎలా చేశారు? ఏంటి? అన్నీ కూడా తెలుసుకోవచ్చు" అని చెప్తున్నారు. యెస్. సో Ramila ji, I just explained them, like, in Telugu, saying you could have just gone to every country, hired a car, gone comfortably in AC, but you're not doing that. You chose to pave a path for them, and then if somebody else wants to do it, like they can always approach you. And yeah, what a fantastic thing. And what safety
Yes.
measures do you take? Like, like when you drive a bike, I always see that you,
I
yeah,
I
please.
feel the safety measure always is that your intuitions tell you what is a right place to be and what is that comfortable place. And usually I don't ride at night
Mhm.
because so many people are always concerned about my safety. Then I don't want to give them the pressure by doing some stunt. It's not
Yeah.
about anything that is fearful or something, but it is more about concerning and taking care in a way that people all are waiting for me to reach and land to some place. So
True.
I don't ride at night, and I take care of myself because now it's become a responsibility of whole of the pride of the nation and concern of the nation, because I am into everyone's prayers, I'm into everyone's thought every day. I don't want to give any adversities coming across, because the strength is the grace of this, like, this people's wishes and blessings which are running this whole very smoothly.
True,
So
totally true.
that
And
automatically makes me give the right way of what I have to do as a safety measure.
but when you travel from Perth to Sydney, that was a stretch of 1600 kilometers where there is no acceptable.
No, it was a stretch of 5,000 kilometers, and out of it, 1,600 kilometers was desert.
Okay, so how did you manage there?
Yes.
Like, there's no mobile connectivity, no proper acceptable human habitation. How?
Yes, so that there I had to go with a particular and precise planning, where precision of precision is very much important in that planning, because you have to see through your bike is in a proper condition, you are in a proper condition, and the fatigue of nothingness is so real in that place that you feel tired by doing nothing also.
Mm,
And there was no network, but there are road houses in 300 or 400 kilometers. Every time you have to refuel the bike every now and then.
mm,
And I think that path was pretty much of myself, and it was testing about how I am strong enough and successful enough to do that whole journey. And it really was very much a beautiful journey, because I was into the nature, and I always love to be in the nature, and is why I'm part of Save Soil, because I really love my motherland and my mother nature.
yeah,
So
but
it's
it
a
did show your,
experience in that yeah.
yeah, it did show your resilience and your intent, such a strong intent to do this, and
Yes.
and what about the food and everything? Like, especially
So
in
I
that
am a
part.
vegetarian,
Yeah.
I am a vegetarian. So at times I now have started eating eggs, because, in times of like the places where really there is nothing veg available, I
Mhm.
opt into eggs only, because in Australia it's so difficult to get any veg food. And
Mhm.
my health is my priority in this whole
True.
ride, because I am doing completely everything alone. I don't want to break down just by, pushing and stretching myself or something like that. So I eat egg usually, and some coffee was my food. And
Mhm.
how much ever we say that we can carry food with us, but when you're on a bike, there is so limited space. And I
Yeah.
used to carry documents. So whenever I'm carrying my documents, I prefer not to have any oil or anything that will spill off and make my documents a problem.
Mm-hmm. So, what kind of
So
stuff do you carry, like, to help you with your journey, like
I
apart
have
from the?
7 saris, one sleeping bag, one tent, and I have my documents and laptop, and these are only the things which I really want for my lifetime now. I'm done. I'm
Oh my
contented and
God.
satisfied in my life.
That's such a simple luggage, like one sleeping bag and tent for sleeping and 7 saris. That's it, like you. Oh my God,
Yes,
awesome.
and it is coming through the desire to, contribute something beyond my life also. And I am very much contented within myself. I just want the profound experience of my life to be beneficial to whatever and whichever way I can help to the people who are really in the need of help. So I
Right.
would really tell every youngster or every woman or every man, whoever wants to reach to that unconventional dream, I am really here to support them. Ahila's foundation is my foundation also. So they just can come up and they can just call me once. That can be
Yeah.
the first step to really have
True.
a dream, because it's always good to have a dream and live. It's always good to have a
True,
dream.
definitely. We should dream big and we should achieve that, and that boosts our confidence like anything. And I mean, with all these challenges, how do you prepare yourself, like, physically, mentally? How do you prepare yourself to face these? Like, do
I
you?
think now I have come to a stage where that thoughtlessness is a part of my life. I don't think much, so
Okay.
I don't assume much with of this. Then I ask everyone for whatever is the necessity. I feel that people are there who are who believe in the goodness of the world, and they are really carefree because of the goodness of the world, not because of there is some or the other things happening in a place. And I think that goodness of the world is dominant in the world still. So I don't think much, and I will tell every of our listener that, don't assume, just ask. Like, we sit in our heads and mind space so much that we start assuming things which are not even that much really difficult. And once the moment we start asking people, the path gets easier, and it is very much a beautiful journey of life then.
Right. That's true, actually. We need to feel that oneness with the people and connect with them and
Yes.
like
And
really
that's
ask
what I
them.
feel, that the message is, the world is one family, and Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is what I'm carrying with me from India. That's our ancient learning, and which India has given it to the world. That, yeah, mother of democracy can be the family oneness and all of this in one place. So
Yes. That's a fantastic message, actually, like the spirituality, the culture, and the feeling of oneness, the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, and everything. I just wanted to ask you here: is there any message you want to take back from each of these places you visited to back our country? Like,
yes, there are some beautiful technologies, and a thoughtfulness which is coming from every country. But once I will be back in the country, Ahilya's foundation is going to really work forward to raise the per capita income of all the Indians who are having small enterprises, and all the women beyond 45 who are, trying to get their own identities in their life more
mhm,
prominently. So I am taking so many things through the learnings from across the world, and surely Ahila's Foundation with Isha Foundation and all the other people who are supporting me will be, reflecting it in our whole journey for the society and for ourselves too, that it will be done responsibly. But
right.
I feel that love is the message that I will take from everywhere.
That's
That
awesome. Yeah.
yes.
And so with this travel of yours, how is Aisha Foundation what is Aisha Foundation going to give back to the country that can really
I
save us
feel
all?
that when a crazy girl like me, if you can imagine, in India, I was saying that I'm going to ride six continents in a sari solo on a bike for 365 days. Nobody believed in me.
Mhm.
And that is the moment where Sadhguru really took that responsibility of hosting, like all the Isha volunteers host me across the world, and they take care of my accommodation. So that's what Isha volunteers or Isha Foundation has given back in return to this, because this is a beautiful dream that a crazy girl from India saw it, and they have, supported responsibly to it. And I feel if everyone can be a part of this small movement, there are
Mhm.
so many daughters that can be supported through Ahilya's Foundation. I have a registered foundation,
Mhm.
and I feel that now the need is about fueling this moment more and more, because 27 years old I had a limitation about funds and
Funds,
the
yes, yes.
empowerment. And as a Bharat ki beti, I cannot really take sponsorships and endorsements in a way that are not aligning with the sustainability and safe soil and Bharat.
Okay.
So I
Yes.
just want that this whole journey should be culminating, and it should be an offering to the Bharat first, rather than taking sponsorships and everything. I would really come up that let's all the citizens come up with a responsibility, as they can contribute to this cause and be a part of this movement.
So what will be the cost of your trip and how do you intend to get funds or how can we help
Uh,
you? How do we contribute?
it's like if it's like if they are in Australia or I think so. They're reaching out to me first and then landing up to a page, because in Australia the pay ID works, and
Mhm.
yeah. But later on, if they want to support my cause in a way, they can just first connect to me, and if they are believing in the cause, then they can move ahead. But in Australia, if anyone is listening, I am in Australia, so they can still connect to me and reach out to me and support me in whichever way. After this, my next leg is USA. So
Okay.
Los Angeles to New York is my ride,
Okay.
and the budget is huge, Akka, because everything is uncertain. I
Yes.
cannot book a single
Mm.
thing in the go, as because the weather conditions goes up and down, and logistics are there involved. There are legal formalities involved.
For every
So
country. Yep.
for every country I go, and then
Mm.
I handling it somewhere by myself is what a whole uncertain ride is about. So the budget goes very much huge, and any contribution from their own personal kitty makes a big impact. And that's what ultimately I'll say, that every impact is an impact. So
Right. And do you have any page like where, I mean, apart from the PID, say some other audience who are in USA as of now want to contribute, or
I
some?
would say that I will share um, the Instagram link first, where they can just land and let me know,
Okay.
because I'm so much standing alone here.
Yes, yes.
And
We don't want any vulnerabilities or you revealing any numbers or anything. That's
yes,
definitely understood.
yeah.
Yes, yes. So
So
let's talk about the Instagram page and where they can connect to you. And yes,
so it is Ramabai_official. It is RAMABAI
Mhm.
_official, or Ramila Latpate. They can search on Instagram or Google, and they can reach out to me first if they want to have the donation. As I move forward in the country, I think that it's logical and sensible enough to first take the local pay IDs, so that there is no conversion cost or something, that because I have to get converted into so many countries every now and then.
True, true, true.
So
Yeah.
so that's
Yes.
that's the thing. And I think
Yes.
first connecting to me personally would be the first
Step.
moral support, and then financially we can look forward how they can
Yes,
come up with.
okay. So I'll just go ahead with this message in Telugu so that our Telugu audience who are actually listening to can understand and support you. సో వింటున్న వాళ్ళందరికీ ఒక్కసారి నేను ఇప్పుడు ఆవిడ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు, నేను ఇప్పటివరకు అడిగినవన్నీ చెప్తాను. ఏంటంటే మనకి ఇప్పుడు భారతదేశంలోనే కాదు, ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా మనకి భూమి యొక్క నాణ్యత తగ్గిపోతుంది కాబట్టి అంతా దేశాల తిరిగి నలుమూల అంటే దేశవ్యాప్తంగా, ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా నలుమూలలా తిరిగి చెప్తున్నారు ఆవిడ. అది కూడా మన భారతదేశం యొక్క ఒక మెసేజ్‌గా చెప్తున్నారు. చక్కగా చీరకట్టులో ఒక బైక్ పైన వెళ్తూ ఇలా ఉంటోంది. ఇలా మనమందరం కలిసికట్టుగా ఈ నాణ్యతని కాపాడుకోవాలి అని చెప్పేసి ఈ సద్గురు గారు స్థాపించిన ఈషా ఫౌండేషన్ యొక్క మిషన్ అన్నమాట ఇది. ఆశయం ఇది. సేవ్ సాయిల్ అనేది, మన భూమిని కాపాడుకుందాం అనేది. సో ఆవిడ ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా దేశాలన్నీ తిరిగి కూడా చెప్తున్నారు. ఏం చేయొచ్చు అంటే మనం ఎలా అందరం కలిసికట్టుగా అన్ని ప్రపంచ దేశాలు కూడా వచ్చి ఒక ముందుకు నడిచి ఎలా భూమిని కాపాడుకోవచ్చు అని. సో మన భారతదేశం నుంచి ఒక యువతి ఇలా ముందుకి రావడము, ఇలా ఒక మంచి కళని కనడము, ఈ కళ అంటే ఇలా ఒక పెద్ద ఇనిషియేటివ్ తీసుకొని బైక్ మీద ముందుకొచ్చి చేయడం అనేది చాలా గొప్ప విషయం కదా! ఆడపిల్లలకు కూడా కళలు ఉంటాయి. ఒక ఆడపిల్ల కళకి సహకరించి, సపోర్ట్ చేసి, వారి ఆశయాల్ని నెరవేర్చుకునే అవకాశం ఇచ్చిన వాళ్ళం అవుతాం. ఎంతో కాదు, ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కూడా తోచినంత రూ. 5, రూ. 10 మీ ఇష్టం ఎంతైనా కూడా మన భారతదేశపు మహిళ, మన భారతదేశపు ముద్దుబిడ్డ అయిన రమీలా గారి ఆశయ సాధనకి, మన భారత ఖ్యాతిని ప్రపంచవ్యాప్తంగా నిలబెట్టడంలో సహకరించిన వారం అవుతాం కాబట్టి, తప్పకుండా ఆలోచించి మీకు తోచినంత ఎలా కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేయాలి, ఎలా ఇవ్వాలి అంటే ఆవిడ ఇన్‌స్టాగ్రామ్ పేజ్ ఉంది. ఇన్‌స్టాగ్రామ్‌లో ఆవిడకి కనెక్ట్ అవ్వండి. ఇన్‌స్టాగ్రామ్‌లో RAMABAI _official OFFICIAL అని టైప్ చేస్తే మీకు ఆవిడ ఇన్‌స్టాగ్రామ్ పేజ్‌కెళ్ళగలుగుతారు. ఆవిడతో మాట్లాడొచ్చు. మీరు మానసికంగా ధైర్యం అందించొచ్చు. మీరొక మహిళగా ఇంత చాలా గొప్ప సంకల్పం చేశారు. చాలా చక్కగా ప్రపంచ అన్నిటిని పర్యటించాలని చెప్పి ఒక మంచి నిర్ణయం తీసుకున్నారు. మీ ధైర్య సాహసాలకి మెచ్చుకుంటున్నాము. మేమందరం మీ వెనక ఉన్నామని సపోర్ట్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. ఆ తర్వాత మీరు చక్కగా ఆవిడకి, ఎందుకంటే తిరగడానికి, ఎక్కడికైనా కూడా వెళ్ళడానికి, అన్ని డాక్యుమెంట్స్ తీసుకెళ్ళడానికి, అందరితో మాట్లాడడానికి, అన్ని దేశాలని ఒప్పించడానికి కూడా ఏదైనా ఈ కార్యం తలపెట్టినప్పుడు దానికి మనకి నిధులు కూడా, విరాళాలు కూడా అవసరమవుతాయి. కాబట్టి మీరు చక్కగా ఆవిడకి ఫేస్‌బుక్‌లో కనెక్ట్ అయ్యి మీ వంతు సహాయ సహకారాలు అందించొచ్చు. RAMABAI _OFFICIAL ఆవిడ ఇన్‌స్టాగ్రామ్ పేజ్. సో చక్కగా కనెక్ట్ అవ్వండి. అయితే ఇక్కడ నేను ఒకటి చెప్పాలనుకుంటున్నాను. ప్రతి ఆడపిల్లకి కూడా కలలుంటాయి. పెళ్లి చేసుకొని ఉండిపోవడమే కాదు, ఆ కలల్ని మనం చంపేయకుండా చక్కగా ఆడపిల్లల కలలు కూడా నిజమవుతాయని ఒకళ్ళు నిరూపిస్తున్నారు. కాబట్టి మనం చక్కగా సహకరించాలని నాకనిపిస్తుంది. మంచి విషయం ఇది ఖచ్చితంగా. ఆ ధైర్య సాహసాలకి మెచ్చుకొని చూడు మన భారతదేశపు మహిళ ఇలా ధైర్యంగా సాహసంతో ముందుకు వెళ్ళింది, మనం కూడా చేయగలము, మీరు కూడా ఏదన్నా అనుకునేవి సాధించగలరని మీ పిల్లలకి మీరు ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్ గా చూపించచ్చు ఉదాహరణగా. సో మరి మీరు కాల్ చేసి మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటే రమీల గారితో 9705 అనే నంబర్ కి ఇండియా ఆత్మీయులు కాల్ చేయొచ్చు. యుఎస్ఏ నుంచి కాల్ చేసేవారైతే 9197012005 అనే నంబర్ కి కాల్ చేయొచ్చు. యూకే ఆత్మీయులు అయితే 1158882005 అనే నంబర్ కి కాల్ చేయొచ్చు. స్కైప్ ద్వారా మాట్లాడాలనుకుంటే తెలుగు ఎన్ఆర్ఐ రేడియో అని టైప్ చేసి కనెక్ట్ అయిపోవచ్చు. సో yeah, Ramila ji, I just told them all about our conversation and how they can support you, how they can morally support you, because uh, it's not just a simple thing. It's also about showing you as an example to the coming up future generation women, future generation girls. Like you can dream big, you can achieve. Just you need that courage, and that you have.
Because all the youngsters, I feel, in everywhere, every part, are turning into so much virtual world that they are forgetting how to experience the world in the real nature. And I feel that that's the necessity of time to avoid the mental illness and all of these things, and whichever coming factors, I think they should start experiencing the real world in a real form.
Yes, and the exposure you get when you explore the world is tremendous. I cannot explain it, and you broaden yourself so much. And one thing here, being modern is just not about dressing. It's also about how you carry things, how you think, how you take things, and that's what you proved.
Yes.
You're always in the Navavari sari, and
Yes, I am in a sari right now, Akka, and that is so functional sari. And I am going to come up with some beautiful weaves from South also. And Hyderabad has Nizams who have the culture of so royalty, and they have always proven that India is very royal. I feel that all of this royalty of India should be represented in a very better way in around the world. And I have just set a benchmark for all the youngsters to do their own work now. And it's just the beginning. I feel that for India and for Bharat, it is just the beginning. Now the world is going to witness the culture of Bharat.
Yes, totally true. And acknowledge what Bharat has given to the entire world. Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
And I just have a question here. Like being from Pune, where other girls wear a lot of other dresses, did you ever feel like wearing any other dress?
Akka, what was the basic thought behind the sari or the motorbike? I just thought of how to keep it simple. Because when I meet so many beautiful people out there, and I meet all the delegates also. If you have seen my profile, I have been into all the VVIP delegates of across the world. It is always there that I have to be presentable as a Bharat ki beti. I cannot be anything else, that I am wearing something which is not having the dignity enough or that modesty enough. And I felt that sari is a whole 9-meter long weave and a cloth which is draped so beautifully around women that makes any woman look graceful and beautiful. So I just figured it out how to make it for the riding, and I have taken the saris stitched properly. So anyone who want to have ordering the sari, there is a small boutique in Pune. So I can just tell that they can just connect me and they can buy the saris because they are really functional. I have thought and given it a thought. It's designed by me itself, and they have been made it possible by that small boutique where the women is working, and she want to even dream that she can make this culture more fashionable and more trending, but still rooted to the culture. So I think
that's
that
fantastic.
This sari is something more functional, and there will be very beautiful saris coming up. So
that's awesome.
Anyone who would like to order the saris in their day-to-day life to just try and give it a try, they can just connect to me on Instagram and they can just get it ordered. Yeah.
And how do you manage with the current weather? Because it's winter currently going on in Australia.
I wear thermals usually. That is the basic thing. And the other thing is that we have to just be thoughtful about what is the necessity in that time and in that weather. So I could just manage it. And the next weather which I'm going is summers in US. So again, the whole system becomes different. Again, the arrangements become different.
Yes, true. Yeah. So I just want to do a simple rapid round here.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And we'll be ending it soon, I promise. And I'm almost done. Okay. So just one word or whatever simplest answer you can give about
Sure.
Beti.
Gracefulness.
Bike.
Love of life.
Navavari sari.
Pride.
Okay. Marriage.
What?
Marriage.
Marriage, companion.
Okay. Bharat.
Oh my God, it's in my blood. It's in my everything. It's in my DNA.
It's difficult to explain
my
in one
DNA.
word. Yes, I know. It's an emotion.
My DNA.
Yeah.
It's an emotion completely.
Yeah. And Australia?
Australia, wild. Just wild and beautiful.
Okay. And yes, and I really want to thank all of the listeners today. I know this has been like an interview in English, and for some it would have been difficult to understand, and some people.
But that's how, Akka, it's the diversity of India. We manage everything,
Yes.
So all the listeners, I would think that they will manage.
Yes, and I will also take this on my show, and I will also talk about you on my show. Like I do at daily shows from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Australian time and 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. in Indian as per Indian time. And I will also talk about this, like our proud Bharat ki beti, and it's such a proud moment for women. When people a lot over there still believe that women. They say abala and all, like, and
Yes,
I know women have gone ahead of that and proved everywhere, and this is something yet another different angle where you have come out of the country, come out of the comfort zone.
I just say to all the women out there, just be unapologetic, be yourself and believe in yourself.
True, totally true. And come out of all your comfort zone and did so fantastically, doing still so fantastically. And I really appreciate, and we are all behind you in this journey. And never, please, never feel that you are alone. We are all behind you. All the Indians are behind you. So I really thank TeluguNRI Radio and Telugu Association of Australia for this fantastic opportunity to know more about you. I know your time is very, very valuable. I know. As an achiever, as you, like you have a limited time to achieve your ambition, and every minute of yours is of your time is valuable for you and valuable for us, all of us, in fact, because you're about to achieve something.
Yes, and what happens is, Akka, that when I'm completely solo in the territory, I have to be like, people might think that she have become a celebrity or something, but I would just say that, I have 24 hours and I'm trying to give it as much as best, because we want to spread the word as much as possible. So I would say that it's not about being limited. It is more about being more productive in a way that India can be benefited and all the rural youngsters can be benefited. It's my focus for my entire life. I feel that all the rural youth of India is to have that unconventional dream and make it possible for them.
Yes,
so
yes, true. I will definitely, anything is possible, and we will definitely celebrate your success. We are all with you, and I know you will come out with flying colors, and we will take you as an example, and really you are such an exemplary person, and we'll definitely show our daughters that you can dream big and you can achieve. And also I will cherish these few moments of our conversation, and we all the Betis of India will celebrate with you. And as PM Modi ji said,
Vande Mataram, Akka. Vande
Mataram, and wishing you all the best in achieving your aim and keeping our flag of India really high. Yes. Bharat Mata ki jai.
Bharat Mata ki jai.
Thank you, Ramila ji. And అది ఇంటర్వ్యూ అసలు అంటే ఒక మనం అందరం కూడా ఏం చేద్దాంలే, ఇక్కడి నుంచి మనం బయటకు వెళ్తే అమ్మో వేరే ఊరు వెళ్తే ఎంత ఎన్ని ఎదుర్కోవాల్సి వస్తుందో అని భయపడుతూ ఉంటాము. అలాంటిది ఒక చిన్న వయసులో, చాలా చిన్న వయసులో ఉన్న ఒక మహిళ, 27 సంవత్సరాలు కేవలం, చక్కగా ఒక మంచి ఇంత అద్భుతమైన ఇనిషియేటివ్ తీసుకొని ఇంత ధైర్య సాహసాలతో ముందుకొచ్చి, దేశం ఏదో తెలీదు, ఆ దేశంలో ఉండే కట్టుబాట్లు, ఆచారాలు, రూల్స్ ఇవన్నీ తెలియకుండా కూడా అలానే ధైర్యంతో ముందుకెళ్ళి మనము కల కన్నడమే కాదు సాకారం కూడా చేసుకోవచ్చు అని నిరూపిస్తున్నారు. చూసారు కదా! చక్కగా ఆవిడకి వెన్నంటే ఉండండి. అమ్మాయిలు కలలు కన్నప్పుడు వాటిని సాకారం చేసుకోవచ్చు అని ధైర్యంగా ఈవిడని ఒక ఎగ్జాంపుల్‌గా, ఒక ఉదాహరణగా తీసుకొని చూపించండి. చక్కగా సపోర్ట్ చేయండి మానసికంగా, తర్వాత ఆర్థికంగా కూడా. ఇది చిన్న విషయం కాదు. కలలు వాళ్ళు కలల్ని నెరవేర్చుకోవచ్చు, వాళ్ళు నిరూపించుకోవచ్చు అని చూపించండి. అందరూ కూడా ఆవిడకి సపోర్ట్ చేయండి. అండ్ మీకేమైనా ప్రశ్నలున్నా, మీకిలాంటిదేదన్నా చేయాలనిపించినా కూడా ఆవిడని కనుక్కోవచ్చు. ఎలా ఒక బైక్‌ని తీసుకెళ్ళాలంటే ఒక దేశానికి, లేకుంటే ఆహ్, ఎక్కడికన్నా వేరే దేశానికెళ్ళాలన్నప్పుడు ఎలాంటి రూల్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఎలాంటి రెస్ట్రిక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి, ఇవన్నీ కూడా చక్కగా మీరు తెలుసుకోవచ్చు. ఆవిడని అప్రోచ్ అవ్వచ్చు. మీరు మీ ఆశయ సాధన కోసం ధైర్య సాహసాలు కావాలంటే ఆవిడ ఎక్స్‌పీరియన్సెస్‌ని, ఆవిడ ఏం అనుభవించారో అవన్నీ కూడా తెలుసుకోవచ్చు. చక్కగా సో, ఇవాళ ఇలా గడిచింది ఈ ఇంటర్వ్యూ అండ్ మీరందరూ విని ఎంజాయ్ చేశారనుకుంటున్నాను. మళ్ళీ నేను ఇవాళ మీ ముందు ఉంటాను. రాత్రి ఆస్ట్రేలియా కాలమానం ప్రకారం రాత్రి 10 గంటల నుంచి 11 గంటల వరకు అండ్ భారత కాలమానం ప్రకారం 5:30 నుంచి 6:30 వరకు. అంతవరకు సెలవు. నేను మీ ఆర్‌జే వింధ్య సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్.